going on, everybody? OC here with NoiseRot TV here at Southside Ballroom.
This is Letdown. Welcome to Landmark Bar and Grill.
Oh my God, Landmark Bar and Grill. That's how we're starting.
Did you hear me, Ryan? I said, welcome to Landmark Bar and Grill.
Everybody, see, even he's getting flashbacks to what happened.
Welcome to Green Tea City and Rumpelmans.
That's how we...
Anyway, this is Southside Ballroom.
Southside Ballroom here for the summer school tour. And today we have the opener on all summer long. And then all summer long. But you've been running into some trouble early on. What's going on, man?
I lost my voice 4 days in. Our bus broke down.
That's what, like 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes perfect.
This is the fifth day.
Oh, okay. You made it.
Is this the fifth day? This is the fifth day.
You made it. You just got off stage, and honestly, like, it sounded really good.
Hell yeah, thanks, man.
How did you feel? Tired?
Fucking incredible.
But yeah, so I mean, it's kind of cool because this is like the second time we've done this. Last time we were like on the bus, so we have a little bit more space in here.
Yes, sir.
It is a little echoey in here.
I like it.
Yeah,
I prefer it. I feel like I'm in a presence of a larger version of myself. You know what I mean?
Damn, I think you definitely are. Like, I don't know if you're joking around with that, but like, just seeing you like playing like that stage. And I mean, last time I saw you, you were headlining. You know, it was your headlining tour, and
yes,
you were doing Trees.
Yes, sir.
And you said that was like your first time playing Trees, and this is your first time playing here. So how does it feel like coming kind of home and playing like these venues that you didn't get a chance to play when you were in like actually living here?
I have always wanted to play this venue. Never thought I'd really get a chance to. I think that the cool thing about summer school is that none of us individually would play this venue, and I think together is the reason we were playing it. And I think there's something beautiful about that. I saw, who did I see here? Deftones was the first band I ever saw here, and that was incredible. I don't remember what year that was. I think I had to have been like 17. Okay. I had X's on my wrists or hands or whatever. That's for sure. Awesome, incredible. I had a good time. I mean, my voice is gone, shot, but that's what you get for signing up for a 6-week tour with no off days.
With no off days. Yeah, you were saying it was like 4 or 5 day stretches? Or
yeah, it's just like 4 or 5 on, 1 off, 4 or 5 on, 1 off.
So I never really understood that, the wear and tear of you like singing every night. And then I remember running into artists and being like, oh, I'm on vocal rest today, I can't talk. Like, people would go straight to their trailer.
Well, people think it's just like the set.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's the set, and like, I'm not classically trained how to sing, dude. I yell through half my fucking set. But also, people don't understand it's the before and after, too. It's the yelling at each other to back up the damn trailer, or like, hey, who's got this shit? Or screaming at the sound, like across the fucking theater at the sound guy to like figure out, was the kick drum on? Is this on? Like, there's so much involved, and it's like, you can go on as much vocal rest as possible, but you have to go to the merch booth at the end of the night. You have to meet these fans. That's like one of the most important things about building this community. So like, as much vocal rest as you can say you're gonna do, you're gonna fuck that up no matter what.
Like you were telling me last time we were talking, is that like you feel like the need to, like, all these people came, and like if these people want to talk to you, then like you kind of feel like you owe it.
I mean, you saw it. Like I'll sit there till 2:30 in the fucking morning, dude.
You were there a good while. I mean, that's cool, because like from a fan perspective, and someone who is coming out to see you, like that's, for me, like just taking it from a fan perspective, who like bands that I've gone to see and like met and stuff like that, those people that took that little bit of time just to have like a little conversation, like it meant the world. And I've talked about like stories for like years about them. So like you're making those possible for like those people.
Well, it's like the old Warped Tour fucking tradition. It was like you went because 1, you got to see your favorite bands, and 2, because you knew they were going to be walking around that festival all day because there's nothing else to do but sit there. They can't leave. They're just stuck walking around meeting people, and that's how you build a community. That's how you build fans. I mean, every time you do something nice for somebody or a fan, or you meet a fan, you spend time talking to them, they're going to tell 10 people. And 3, 4 out of those 10 are going to come to the next show. Yeah,
I've seen the power that is, above all else, I've seen like word of mouth be like the best recommendation, like to get more people to your shows.
Absolutely.
I've seen a lot of like online stuff and like people like working on that presence, but the difference that one person, like if I listen to you and I really like you, then I know which ones of my friends are gonna like you.
Right.
So, and then they know that if I'm recommending them, like they know like, oh, well, he knows what I like, so he's giving me something that I enjoy. So it's more likely that they're gonna come together, next time and bring more people. And that's the goal.
Well, I mean, that's live music. Unfortunately, you can be as big as you fucking want on the internet, but that does not translate to this at all.
Which is like interesting that it seems to play a bigger part.
But it didn't. It does not anymore at all. Like, you can have the biggest streaming numbers, the most monthly listeners, all the followers, and sell no tickets.
Yeah, it's because I was talking to someone and they were talking about the difference between a listener and like a show goer, and they don't always like really coincide. Like,
I don't know what it is exactly. I think it's like for every like 100 listeners, you have one show goer.
That feels like it makes sense.
Which is insane.
Yeah.
Because like you take a city like Dallas, for me, like I have 45,000 monthly listeners in just the city of Dallas.
Wow.
I can maybe get 200 of them at a show. Maybe.
What do you think you can do like to help get more of
this?
Yeah.
That those 200 come and they'll each tell one person. That's 400 people. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You just have to keep snowballing it. And if you don't, I mean, the internet's dead. It's not going anywhere, dude. Social media is on the steepest decline it's ever been on. And it doesn't translate. It never has. I don't feel like it's going to. I think it's only getting worse.
Yeah, I think what it adds is like the personal touch of feeling like you're getting to know like your artist, like that you're that you like a little bit more.
Right.
But translating to people who like, 'cause, I mean, the person I was talking to, they're like, yeah, people who go to shows will go to shows, you know,
right.
like, you know, regardless like of what's going on, like that's the thing that they do. But like you have people who are hardcore fans of like bands, but like have seen them a handful of times, you know, because that's not like their thing. And I think we were talking about like not to bring the same stuff, but like we were talking about like in Europe how the culture is like a little bit more like that's what they do. Like they just
go to shows, man.
Yeah.
Europeans just go to shows.
I was talking about that. So that it's a culture thing, and I think stuff like this, I think gets people really hyped. Because like I think one of the first, I mean, it's been like I said, this is the 5th day, and one of the comments I already saw like someone describing like, oh, like I felt like how excited I was for like Warped Tour to see like a lineup like this.
I mean, masterminds behind Warped Tour. That's what we're doing.
Yeah,
Kevin Lineman and Kaminsky and those guys.
Oh, really?
The owner of Warped Tour. That's his tour. This is his tour.
See, that makes perfect sense then.
This is his tour. This is what this is his new John, dude.
That makes perfect sense. But yeah, because this lineup, as soon as it was released, like that was like it was incredible. Like to be able to see all this amount of bands, and like honestly, like even like looking at like from a fan, someone who's coming out to shows, like even the price for like tickets wasn't anything like
it's
ridiculous.
Nothing to bat an eye at for 6 bands.
Yeah, that's why I was like, this is like not, especially like seeing like
it's how like much, a local show price.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like. Honestly, I was like, this not that expensive, and you're seeing like 6 bands, heavy hitter ass bands. You know what I mean? Like all on the same day. I thought that was like super cool, and to see like the turnout, people were coming out for it. People like it. I think people are dealing with more like putting out more quality, I guess, runs and stuff like that, stuff to make people worth it, because a lot of people are being more conservative with what they're like doing and going out with. But I think the tour is going to do amazing. I mean, this is the first week and it's already doing really cool things. But I did want to talk. You are working on new music. You've dropped like 1 song so far, but you're about to drop another one, correct?
Yeah, in a couple weeks, I'm putting out a song called Bad Childhood. And it is one of the very few singles that are on my upcoming record, which comes out in the fall, which I have not really said ever until right now. So I'm putting out a full-length record, 14 songs, in the end of October. And it's all brand new material.
Whoa. Okay, this is the first
first record.
First record.
It's been a long time coming. We're going to do like all the vinyls in the stores, all the things. It's going to be dope. I've been working on it for 2 fucking very long years.
Oh, my God, 2.
I've been trying so hard to get it out, but... the climate of having a record label, I mean, we just merged with Universal, so now we're in the major label space now. And it's hard to navigate being an artist as well as being a businessman at the same time. And also working in collaboration with large companies like that. But it's time. It's upon us. It's planned.
Yeah.
It's done. Fall.
Okay, fall. That's amazing, and I was hoping for that, because I was seeing like as soon as I saw the second artwork, I was like, this looks. I was like, is this the same thing?
They're kind of getting close, aren't they?
Yeah, and I was like, hold on, like that looks similar.
We're starting to make some similarities.
Yeah, so I was like, wait.
Shout out to Paul in creative design at Big Loud.
I literally was like, oh wait, this feels like a rollout. Like something's happening here. Like it's working. Which is super exciting to have an actual full length like album working on it. And like I said, you're done. You're just ready to put it out and like do what comes.
I'm in the weird bittersweet phase where I've spent so much time working on it, and the fun is working on it, not the rolling it out and putting it out. For me, it's like the engineering, the producing, like get the ideas, and so you fucking know.
Well, you've done that, forever.
That's where I get my joy from. So now I'm in the boring part where like it's just waiting to come out now, and Now we have to figure out music videos and marketing and this and that. The stuff that I don't give a shit about. Like I just want to put the damn songs out and start working on more songs. The problem is now I'm lapping myself. I'm now working on more songs and I almost have like a whole nother record written.
And you haven't put.
And I haven't even put the fucking first one out yet.
So for you, it's really not you holding on to it like from a creative standpoint or keep working on it, because I have read into a lot of people who are like, well, I'm still working on this. You're like ready to move to like the next thing, but logistically,
the biggest heartbreak is that, you know, like when you make something new, you automatically, just because it's new, not because it is, you think it's better than what you've done before. So now I'm like writing new songs. I'm like, fuck, is my record terrible? Like, fuck. So that's where I'm at, and it's awful. But you know, we're gonna put the damn thing out, hopefully.
Yeah, no, I think people are going to be super stoked that they're finally getting like a full record. Is it something you worked on as like a cohesive unit? Because I know like you put out a lot of like singles.
There are
and
a
stuff
couple
like
singles on there that weren't part of it, but mostly it's on theme. It's pretty thought up cohesively.
Okay. So like the next.
It's not a theme record.
Okay.
But it makes sense.
Okay.
It's a ride. It's a journey. There's peaks and valleys.
There's peaks and valleys.
There's peaks and valleys.
Yeah, I think people are going to be really stoked. But like, so the next song, I could have sworn I saw you did play it live once.
I did.
Bad Child. Okay.
Our set got cut short.
Okay, because I'm like, I didn't see it today.
We're running a real strict schedule on this tour, and it ran a minute 40 over, and that was the end of the world.
Got in trouble.
So we cut the song.
Wow.
But we're probably gonna have to cut another song and put that one back in because it comes out in 2 weeks, and I'm gonna be on this tour.
Yeah.
So probably start playing it again.
So that specific song, like Bad Childhood, I'm assuming I've only seen like a few clips and stuff like that. But
it's pretty cut and damn dry, dude.
Yeah.
It's in the name, man.
Is it about a bad childhood?
It's about a bad childhood, man. You know what, man? Yeah. It's about my stupid fucking mom.
Oh, damn.
That's okay. Everyone knows one of those.
Yeah, all right. Well, everyone knows a stupid mom.
Everyone knows one stupid.
Just
mom.
One stupid. I know.
Shout out to the good moms.
Start counting them.
The good moms. You kill it out there.
Yeah, I think we touched on this, but you do use your music to be, I guess, kind of like your most vulnerable self and be able to like put something on a record.
Yeah, I kind of feel like it's like the only place I get to like talk to me. Mm-hmm. You know, like forget everyone else. Just chat with Blake.
Chat with Blake. Which is what people seem to be drawn to a lot more is this vulnerability and this like emotional honesty. I've just felt really turned off, and for most people that I've talked to, it's like things that feel like you are not being true to yourself or even just genuine. Like
or just trying too hard, maybe?
Yes, yeah. That.
I think the thing that interests my own music to myself is that it's, like I said, it's just me talking to me about things that have to do with me. And I think it's, you know, given the past I've had, I think it's refreshing to have just an honest outlet, which is also an inlet because it's me versus me at the same time. I don't know, man. It's real. I think it's just I think it's the realest thing I've ever done with my life. And as could be bad, could be good, but it's just real. And it's a coping mechanism as well as it is a therapeutic event.
You've definitely, I think you, in the expression of your songs, and then when you see people talk about them and relate to them, like it just goes to show exactly what everybody really should realize is that all these like human emotions are very like common. So if you are honest with yourself, like about what you're feeling, like somebody out there will feel it with you, you know, like, so the people who try to like maybe pander to a certain like thing, like it comes off when if you really just deal with like, what are your actual problems? Like there's a bunch of people out there who are definitely
and dude, I've tried to write the pandering songs. We've tried to write the damn pandering songs, man. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
No one wants them. They don't sound good. They don't translate well. They're not honest. They don't fucking go anywhere, man.
So you're saying that you're really the time you're having, when you're having the most fun on the record is working on it and engineering it. And that just comes, I mean, that's been your background for like...
it's the thing I care the most in the world about. I just recently started producing other bands again, which is something I haven't done in a very, very long time.
Really? Okay.
Started going full-time into it. I actually have a separate manager for that now and starting a whole business. I recently just did a band's full-length record, which I haven't done since I lived here in Texas.
Yeah.
And man, I haven't felt that happy in 5-6 fucking years.
Was it just seeing it, like how happy it was making you doing your own music, and then just realize like, I want to do this more?
No, it reminded me of why I did this shit in the first place. Like that, you knew me.
Actually,
I lived and breathed producing and making, and in the back of the tuxedo shop, and dude, holy shit, that was like everything for me. That's all I cared about, man. And it was super awesome to do it again and to do it in a professional setting and like see it kind of come full circle. Like I rented this big studio out. I saw it from the start to finish, from post-production to mixing, mastering, to getting this band that no one had ever heard onto the radio, and now they're becoming successful, and it's only been 6 fucking weeks, and they're selling out shows now.
Whoa.
And using the connections I made with Letdown to help them grow, like,
Yeah.
oh, I haven't been that happy in a long time.
Yeah.
It literally gave me everything I needed for the year.
Well, I remember when Letdown, you were becoming a thing, like you were very against fronting your own thing. Like you wanted to produce and like write a lot of this stuff.
Yes.
But you were, when you were showing me this, like, this is what, like I just need to find the right person. Like,
I wanted to
this
find
is the
a
song.
person in a band and make them do it.
Yeah, you
Go
wanted to
fucking
make
do it.
someone do it. And I remember like,
And no one wanted to
that
work with
makes
me because I was a
sense.
piece of shit. So I had to do it myself.
Did it
And now
yourself?
look what the hole I dug for myself.
But I also I like what you're going back to. I like that you're using the connections that you've built, you know, doing something that you do enjoy. I mean, I'm not saying that you don't enjoy like Letdown.
I love Letdown, but I've never not been honest about this. I love producing more.
Yeah.
I always have. I always fucking will.
So but using that same connection to help, like I said, a band.
Yes.
Does like feel great, like when with what we do and stuff like that, even like on the smaller scale, it's still, you start realizing like you do gather like these resources throughout just time.
Absolutely.
And then offering stuff like to anybody and giving like a little helping hand, it's just very man, I don't even know like what the right word is, but it's very fulfilling.
You just said it. It's the
purposeful.
right word. It's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
It is the right thing to do. It
Just
took me a long time to figure out the right thing in life to do.
So that's one of the biggest motivators. It feels like you're doing the right thing to do.
It feels like I'm just finally like, you know, my life's always been this set of like multiple train tracks, and like my switch between them has been broken. It's just, I've just been, and I feel like I finally like whittled it down to like one track.
Okay.
And there's no more switches, and I'm just fucking going one direction. It feels awesome.
It's great. It's great. So what's the future looking like then with everything?
The future's looking like, dude, putting out this fucking record finally, touring the damn record. Hate Myself is in the top 20 on radio right now, on alternative radio. I'm hoping to see that thing into the 10, and if it doesn't, I accomplished something I never thought was possible, which is awesome. And just more touring and just getting my name known, man. And producing more fucking artists, dude. I want to get, like I said, I'm trying to build that whole side of my business and life back up to what I believed it could have been, you know, if I would have never got off of it. So I think next for me is a lot of business and a lot more fun and a little less taking myself so fucking seriously.
It's important. It's important. Both of those things are, I mean, the word always comes back to me, and sometimes like I hate myself because I found myself saying it over and over, but it's just balance. Like there's all balance. Like you can't, you can do just one or the other. But
I am the king of biting off more than I can chew.
Yeah, but balancing like the right, and it'll tip both ways. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to do a lot more business before you can have like that fun, and then sometimes.
But you don't know your boundaries until you push them.
You don't, yeah. So you got to do, like, honestly, like doing this is a lot more right now than I was like, you know, maybe ready for the first time we did it, you know? And I was just like, fuck it, like, let's just do it. Let's see what happens.
You didn't know where it would go.
Yeah. And then just being able to, like, and taking those jumps and not being afraid to be bad at something, you know what I mean? And I've started discovering, like, other stuff that I'm like, dude, like, the joy of learning and things, which I'm sure, like, that's with, like,
the joy of learning is the best.
Yeah, so I went a little bit where I was just like, you know what, I don't have anything that I'm very, like, let's sit down and spend hours, like, just tinkering, you know, and I was afraid. I'm like, well, you know, what am I running out of stuff? Like, do I not like anything that much anymore? And then I started working on like photography and like content creation, and I was just like, oh, this is the stuff that I'm spending time on. Like, cool, like it's there again. Like, let's just keep nurturing that, you know, and be okay with being bad at it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to be good
it turns into like, it's an interest, and then it becomes like you do something good that you perceive as good, and you're like, oh shit, and then it becomes an obsession.
Yes.
And once the obsession kicks in, then it's just like dopamine. Just thinking about it, just buying a new piece of gear, just like filming yourself. Like you sit down. Have you ever done that thing where you sit down and do your own little podcast with just yourself, just to test your gear and get all your shit? Yeah, you know you do
all the time,
and you're just like fucking motherfucker, hell yeah,
dude. I do
that's me with recordings. I have a band. I'll book a band, and I'm not even. I'll just like start writing random music, and I'm just like, I know I want to use the guitar tone on them, so I'm gonna write a song in their style. And I end up producing a full record with me singing and playing all the instruments in their genre, just to test all my plugins and like see where I'm gonna mix them, and then those songs I just delete. But I'm just obsessed with it for 6 weeks. I'm like, I'm getting ready for you, bitches. Let's go.
Like, I'm ready. But again, that's what causes people to want to work with somebody like that. Like,
you're obsessed.
Love people who are having the time of life doing like, well, you know, if you're
you can tell instantly when someone's having fun.
If you're going in a band and they're having fun, like with what you're doing, like it makes you feel comfortable.
We've all worked with a grouchy producer.
Yeah. You weren't grouchy. You were actually very nice to me when I was recording, because if I did a lot of bad takes and you were like, all right, let's just do it again.
Nah,
no, yes I did.
You didn't do a lot of bad takes.
I remember taking a lot of days to record 5 songs.
No, that wasn't you. I'm not gonna name names. It wasn't your band either.
But it was.
I'm better than them.
But no, I've realized that more and more, like working with the right producer. Because I'll even bring up like a story that did happen when we were doing that. Is that we had never worked with someone who wanted to help produce as well.
Right.
So and I remember to this day, and I bring up this story like so much, but like I was very defensive with like we wrote this way. It's got to stay this way.
Back then, like the mindset was, we wrote the songs. We're going to record them.
Yeah.
Not to produce them. We're going to record what we fucking wrote. That shit's so far gone now. Like you don't go to a recording studio and record what you wrote. You leave with a different fucking song. Yeah,
like and that's why it takes going to find the right person to work with. Who are you gonna, if you tell me like, hey, this sounds cool, like listen to this, try it. And I think I would have been more receptive had I like known what I was going into. But it was like the first time I was trying that, so I was ready to just.
I'm pretty sure I was more like, I'm pretty sure I didn't ever once say, hey man, do you think this would sound good? I think I was pretty much like, no. This is what we're doing. Pretty sure that was my attitude.
I think we ended up like fighting a little bit back and forth.
I didn't know we were having therapy here.
Which is cool. But I think it was super like cool, like the idea. But now, I mean, with time, with wisdom, with age or whatever, you start realizing like, oh, like it's all just about like this giant collaborative effort that turns out like these incredible like music pieces. Like when you see like your favorite bands working, and there's like team of writers or producer, this and that, you realize like, oh, why do I like all these types of songs like I really like, and you realize like, oh, the producer's the same one. Like they know what they're doing. They know how to pull the right stuff out of the right band,
Shout out to OG Joey Sturgis.
OG Joey Sturgis, that mountain stuff. You would tell me stories about like old like Joey Sturgis, like
that was
techniques
my
and stuff.
idol.
Yeah. I was just like, what? Didn't he live on a mountain?
I don't fucking know. I don't know anything about him anymore.
I don't know. But there's so many people doing it and starting off doing it and learning that shit earlier than normal. Like, and it's kind of tight. I like the access to it.
There's a million producers now.
Yeah, and good ones. Like again, it's just that thirst for learning and knowledge.
Thirst for knowledge.
If you have it, then you're figuring out
Obsessed.
On YouTube. You're figuring out everything. Anybody who's gonna like study and then pursuing it as much as you can.
Absolutely.
But I'm happy that you went back to it and that you are having fun. To be honest with you, like that's the thing that like kind of makes me the happiest, is just seeing that you're enjoying doing it again.
Yeah, I feel like I just finally found that. I knew something was missing. I didn't know I already had it before. I just got it back.
Yeah.
And it's great.
Yeah. Good. I'm pretty sure people are happy that you got it back, especially the people you're going to work with.
It's been incredible.
Yeah, that's awesome. So new album this fall.
Announced
here first.
I
don't want you to get you in trouble. You can say anything else about it?
Nope. Not because I'm not allowed to, because I have absolutely no fucking idea.
Nice. So in the fall, new album. I'm excited for the rest of it. I mean, you have 5 more weeks of this.
Yes, sir.
Amazing lineup tour hang out with these amazing bands, and I think everybody's just looking forward to what you are putting out next. And I'm happy to see even the growth from just talking like last year together, and just even from when again you showed me Letdown for the first time in that parking lot. Like we talk about that like
parking lot on 7th Street, man.
By the ramen shop.
What are those? What were those little things we'd eat there?
The
pockets.
The pot stickers.
Pot stickers. Daniel would always give us the pot stickers, man.
Ramen shop had no business opening till like 4 in the morning. But
that place had no business being that gas.
Yeah.
And also, why did every one of our friends work there? Like the whole squad worked there.
That's how you went there. go party and then be like, bam, we can go eat still decently. But yeah, we're super excited what you have coming. And again, I know the next time I'm going to see you, you're going to be doing something else, like on the next level and doing more stuff.
Let's hope.
Now we want to hear. Yeah, I'm very, very optimistic for you, just because I've seen it. Again, I've known you for a while now, and just to see honestly the growth in general just makes me happy, and I'm happy to see that you're doing stuff now that also like keeps making you happy. So
well, thanks, man.
Again, yeah,
means a lot to me.
I appreciate you doing this. This is
absolutely,
like,
dude.
yeah, great.
Yeah, we got it.
And yeah, good. Happy I got to see you play this stage. That shit was awesome.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah, anything you want to say, leave it?
Cheers.
Cheers.
You heard it here.
We're kissing after this.